So for those of you that have not heard the story, we had tickets to the Canadian Stampede.
Who's we?
Me and Brent.
Oh.
I was going to get to that part, you jackass.
Oh, you could have said, I'll get to that.
Brent said, hey, listen, I'll buy the tickets. I may have some of the details wrong. It was 19, 20 years ago. He said, I'll buy the tickets if you drive. I said, all right. Well, this was, by the way, for you youngsters, long before there was any such thing as Google Maps.
GPS.
You had to use, like, a real map. So, like a fucking idiot, instead of looking it up myself, I said, well, how far is it from Seattle to Calgary? He says, it's about 4 hours. It's like, all right. So we get in the car and we drive from Seattle all the way up to my favorite place in the world, the border.
Yeah.
Cross over the border and we get driving. And I don't remember what spurned it, but finally, I was like, we need to find out where we're going here. So, like, you know, let's stop and look at a map. So I fucking pull over and we get a map, and I'm looking at the map, and I'm like, where the fuck is Calgary? And I keep looking at the map. It's like, you know, one of those maps where, like, for those of you that are young, in the old days, like, you'd get a map, and there were, like, different maps for different regions. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a Washington map, there's an Oregon map, there's a Idaho map, all right? So, obviously, the fucking map I had didn't have Calgary on it.
It's a British Columbia map.
Because it's fucking 10 hours away from where we were. I have to turn the goddamn map over to see the whole goddamn United States and Canada, and I'm like, fucking Calgary? It's way over there!
It is.
So,
it is way over there.
Of course, you've got to get a fucking ruler because there's no fucking thing that says it's exactly, 800 and whatever miles. I got to get a fucking ruler and use, like, goddamn, that's, okay, so here's, all right, that's 25 miles, 25, 50, 75. I'm like, fuck, you know how long it's going to take to get to Calgary, you fucking idiot? And we turned around and went home.
I don't think I've heard the story, actually.
Absolutely true, that happened.
I believe every word of it. Having known you and Brent, I believe every part of
the mood I was in on the way home.
I guess I can.
So we did not go to the Calgary Stampede.
Or the Canadian Stampede.
We turned around in fucking Vancouver.
Oh, that's amazing.
Which in itself is 2 hours away. So it was a 4-hour round trip with this fucker.
No payoff.
We'll ask about this on the Christmas show when I'm really liquored up.
Oh, God.
So anyway.